you also gave me a good kick up the ass. You're manifested all these babies and put the phone away is what you said to me. And I was like, oh my God, he can see it to my soul. Shit, he can see it to my soul. I do need to put the phone away. But one really interesting thing was I went back in around March and I knew the company that I worked in, we were going to get certain clinical trial data by the end of June. We had announced this publicly that data for this trial was going to be coming out at the end of June. And I knew that if the data was negative, there was a big possibility that my role would be made redundant as well as a lot of other people's. And this was March. And you said to me, are there any redundancies in the company? And of course I had to say no because there weren't at the time. But I was like, oh my God, is this coming? And my role was made redundant at the end of May. And I'm finished up as a lawyer in September. And I'm going all in on myself. So for those folks that like to go to mediums or anything like that, believe me, your gal here has been to a few. But I'm telling you this, I have been to some cowboys and some cowgirls. I paid. I lied to my husband about how much I paid. So please don't tell him, right? He doesn't listen to my podcast anyways. $600 for 1 hour for an American lady who was a medium to the celebs. These celebs had testimonials on her page. And what did she do during the reading? Distraction. Oh, you have lovely hair. I'm like, don't talk about my hair. Like, I want to know, Can you see Polly? Like, is my lost, the child that passed away, is she there? What are you seeing? And then she's like, you have a child, but there's a picture behind me of me holding my son. And you read him stories at night. I'm like, okay, 99% of parents read to their kids at night. So when I went to you, I can already see the stuff that's playing out because you wrote notes for me as well. And I just feel like you're the real deal.
I try. I let other people decide that.
Yeah. So when did you realize you had this ability?
From other people telling me.
Oh, really?
If that makes sense. So it's like you see me, you've been able to see right now or hear right now. You go, it's normal. So me hearing spirit, seeing spirit, I just growing up thought was normal. But it was other people saying, what are you looking at this? Who are you talking to? I go, the man in the corner or things like that. So other people told me that this isn't normal. And I suppose I dismissed it and I tried to almost disprove myself. And then people saying, well, how come the things you tell people come true then? Or you predict the future for people. How is that happening? So it's not that a realization, it's just a slow, gradual acceptance.
Yeah.
But I suppose, there's all cynics and skeptics out there, which is perfectly normal and natural. So that's why I always say, I'll let other people decide if I'm the real deal or not.
And so when someone comes to you like me, you had brought in my grandparents, right? They were the ones speaking to you. Is it like, do you have to channel first or do these people just appear and it's like you're able to, like, what do they look like when you see them in the corner? Is it a shadow or is it just a knowing of what they're saying?
Sometimes you feel a presence and you don't need to see them, you just need to hear them. Okay. Sometimes they'll show themselves very quickly and sometimes they'll be present visually for the whole reading. Sometimes they don't come in for the last 3 minutes of a reading. Sometimes they're there a half an hour before you arrive. It's always different. But I'd be like, as soon as someone texts me and asks me for a reading, the connection has already begun. The work has already begun.
I just find it so fascinating because so many of us don't have that ability to tap in and hear.
I think we do.
Okay.
How many times have you said in your life, I had a feeling that would happen. I had a feeling I'd bump into you. Or I just knew that was going to happen. That's our psychic intuition. Everyone has it, but we dismiss it. But I think when you get stronger when you accept it, it's a real deal.
And when someone comes to you, right, and they, like a lot of people I expect, and we'll talk about what's showing up kind of at the moment, but like they want to know, are they going to meet somebody, or they want to know, are they going to have a baby, or they want to know if their career path, like when someone shows up for them and is almost able to tell them, like you told me, you said to me, your work is going to go international, right? But can I change that? Yes. Can I change that change my cards by the way I behave? Like, is
100%.
it live in the moment?
We see a path, but free will override any prediction I give you. Because I could say you're going to meet the love of your life tomorrow, and you go, no, I'm choosing to stay in. That wins. So we're always in charge of our own destiny. I think a good reading will always align you with a true destiny, or something that makes sense to you, or something that will get you to the next step. But we can change anytime.